Hey guys, SuperHorrorBro Mike here, and in today's Bendy and the Ink Machine video, we take a look at the first screenshot for Bendy Chapter 5, tweeted out by the game's creator, the Meatly. Although this screenshot isn't what you may have imagined. Rather than a look at a new area or a new character, this Chapter 5 teaser is a bunch of boxes? It seems odd, right? But take a look at the quote beneath these boxes. It poses a question: what's in the boxes? Along with the Meatly's tweet, which states, "Some things can't be contained." Unless the Meatly is trolling us all, it is logical to conclude that these boxes are of some importance in the upcoming chapter of the game. But how? Well, in today's video, we take a look at what I believe are 3 reasonable possibilities which would explain the existence of these mysterious boxes. These are: 1. They are key to the story of the game. 2. They contain important key items. Or 3. They may contain secrets and be hidden around the stage. Let us begin with our first prediction that these boxes may be story related. We all know the Ink Machine has been creating living ink monsters, bringing cartoon creations to life and seemingly doing this by reanimating workers of the studio via a ritual like the one Henry initiates. However, we have no real clue how the machine is using the ink to do this. Surely ink itself is not enough, even when combined with the occult, to transform human bodies into these weird life forms. So there is a missing piece to this puzzle, and these boxes may reveal what exactly that missing element is. These boxes resemble delivery boxes, the kind of boxes goods are shipped out in. Joey Drew may have ordered bulk shipments of a secret chemical or substance that, when mixed in with the ink and pumped through the machine alongside the ritual process, would then make these supernatural transformations possible. So it may be Henry discovers this secret chemical formula stockpiled in these boxes and then stashed away in the depths beneath the studio by Joey Drew, out of sight of the prying eyes of other workers such as Norman Polk.
That projectionist, they always say, creeping around. He's just looking for trouble. Well, trouble or not, I sees everything.
Could the contents of these boxes then be the answer to how exactly everything came to be? A top secret formula created in a lab and then shipped to Joey Drew in order to complete his diabolical plan. It's certainly a possibility, but let's move on to our second prediction. That these boxes simply will be used to hold key gameplay items. Let me explain what I mean by this. You see, in previous chapters, Henry was constantly collecting items from around the level to complete basic tasks. For example, in Chapter 1, we collect worker possessions to use in the ritual, while in Chapter 2, we collect keys to access new areas and valve handles to drain the ink. And of course, don't forget in Chapter 3, when Alice Angel tasks Henry with collecting all sorts of different things. This gameplay loop is core to the structure of the game, and I would be highly surprised if Bendy Chapter 5 dropped it. So it's safe to assume Henry will be collecting stuff once again, and with that in mind, it could well be that these boxes tie into that. Perhaps these boxes hold gears, cogs, and other mechanical supplies used by the handymen at the studio to fix things up. After all, we know that there is a possibility the Boris who showed up at the end of Bendy Chapter 4 was in fact Thomas Connor. Thomas Connor was himself a head maintenance worker for the studio. Check out my theory linked at the end of this video for more info on that. So if Thomas Connor is the Boris who will join Henry on his descent into the Ink Demon's lair for the conclusion of the game, then it may be these boxes hold supplies such as gears and valve handles needed to drain flooded ink and get doors working once again, and it would be up to Henry to get hold of them for him. After all, we've already seen a Boris clone helping out Henry in this fashion in Chapter 3. So if my theory that the Gent handymen all became versions of Boris is correct, then that would explain why the boxes in this Chapter 5 teaser may be instrumental to gameplay, and why our new Boris is in fact Thomas Connor too. Also remember the leaked Chapter 5 achievements? 2 of them suggest we will need to fix things up and find alternate routes throughout the stage. Goldbricking states, "Let others do the work," while Pipes and Problems hints at yet more flooded areas. It sure seems like we may be getting some handyman help in Chapter 5. Finally is the possibility that these boxes may be a hint at more secrets being added to Chapter 5 than we have seen in any prior chapter of the game. The tagline above the post reads, "Some things can't be contained." It sounds like they may contain something both secret and important if discovered. That is, if the tweet is taken literally. We have seen boxes teasing story secrets in Scott Cawthon's FNAF series, specifically Five Nights at Freddy's 4, although no one actually managed to open that box. However, the Meatly has assured us he will not be following Scott's example. That's not to say these boxes in this image won't contain hidden lore though. Remember, Bendy and the Ink Machine's story has raised a lot of questions and not actually answered that many of them. It could be that in order to give fans some answers, as there may not be time to address everything in the main story, these boxes will pick up the slack and hold key plot information that we must discover by searching every nook and cranny of Chapter 5's map. So the boxes may be hidden as Henry's audio log was in Chapter 3, and perhaps hold clues to some of the many mysteries still remaining unanswered at this point in time. We won't know for sure until Chapter 5 launches later this year, but it's been fun to theorise on what these boxes may actually be. And that's it for today's video. Please remember to give it a like if you did enjoy watching, and maybe drop a comment too, as well as subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications so you never miss an upload. This channel specialises in variety horror content, including creepypasta readings, horror gaming facts and theories, and general interest pop culture horror videos. So if you're interested in all things spooky, you'll find something to enjoy here at SuperHorrorBro. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.